Hey, if you like catching big panfish, you're in good company. And as long as I've been fishing panfish, I'm still preoccupied with trying to improve my game. Take rods and reels, for example. It used to be where you'd think ultralight rods and reels is what they would generally say is the best for panfish. What I've adopted is going towards much longer rods, say 7 foot, 7.2, even 7.5. You want something with a nice firm lower section and a nice soft tip. To me, that is the most versatile rig you're going to be able to get. You're going to be able to fish slip floats with it. This is a double drop shot rig on here. You can cast crankbaits and jigs as well. So again, the trend towards longer, stiffer rods is definitely something I've caught onto for panfish. And I guess it's partly enabled by the new technologies. This rod here has nano resins on it to make it lighter. It's got titanium guides. So you're literally, I guess back in the day, a 7-foot rod was a heavy, cumbersome thing. Today, you can get away with these longer rods and still really enjoy fishing for panfish. The other thing I obsess about is fishing tackle, obviously the terminal tackle. See, here's my tackle kit, and just as an example, here's a crankbait box. There's more crankbait choices on the market today than there ever was, and it's just going up almost exponentially. You'll see here I've organized my baits. They're all mounted, I guess, on a packing styrofoam. The biggest killer of crankbaits is keeping them in the box and shaking them up as you're driving to your fishing spot. So this way they're all stuck separately. They're not going to get scratched up. They'll last forever. They'll be like brand new until the fish chew them up. So there's some crankbaits. The thing is, in limiting the amount of, I'm limited with how much space I have. So even though this is this year's hot collection, these things are always at risk of being supplanted or replaced by new up-and-comers. And this year, again, it's just incredible how many new baits keep coming on the market that are applicable to panfish. Here's some of the ones I'll be experimenting with this year. Just to hit a few of the highlights, what you've got in here is you've got a whole new line of Rapala Live series crankbaits, and in the smaller sizes, and they've got an HD print of different types of forages on it. So these are definitely going to be a winner this year, especially for the clear waters that I fish. One of the leaders, it was really Live Target, I think, who started this whole ultra realistic trend, and definitely they've got a couple. I've got a couple of theirs on this list as well to try this year. Well, you've got these centrarchid shaped crankbaits. That's something that I think a lot of people don't have in their collection, but we did really well on those last year. In the sunfish patterns, they've actually got these crappie patterns as well. That's a great bait for catching crappies, especially when you got a school of crappies. You run that little crappie or sunfish crankbait through it, boom, sometimes you can trigger those bigger fish. So again, different crankbaits on the roster for sure. Here's another one that deserves a mention. It's not a crankbait. It's not only its size and color, it's the action that it gives that often sets it apart from the rest, or gives it a special niche in the collection. So the scatter wrap, again in a live series, that's another one that I've got my eye on. I'm going to be trying this year. Another bait too that I got to give a shout out to is the Z-Man plastics. This stuff's super durable. That's about a 2-inch twister tail, and you put a couple of those on a drop shot rig, you could probably fish it all day long and you don't need to change a bait. Anyways, those are some of the things in my mind this year when it goes into refining my tackle for this coming season. Hopefully some of this is of value in your efforts to refine your tackle selection as well.